everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Brie.
And I'm Tori.
And today we are going to be getting to Stray Kids mixtapes. These are something that we paused when we would get to them in the timeline because we promised that we'd be coming back to them, and we are fulfilling that promise now. We are here. We are going to split this into a couple of different videos just so that we can put them in chunks and pieces. So today we are going to start with the first three. We're going to do 1 through 3, and we're going to start each one with the original 3RACHA version. Yes, thank you for narrating
visually being.
So we're going to start with the original 3RACHA version because we want to give that the credit, and then we will listen to the other version after. So they'll have 2 videos for each one today.
So thank you guys so much for spelling it out in the comments for us, because this has been one of the most biggest confusing things to me, trying to figure out what's what, because everything has more than one name and there's different versions. So yeah. I think hopefully we have it all right. So we do know that there is a mini story outside of the story with a couple of these mixtapes included, and we will take your suggestions and watch those all in one reaction
together.
Eventually, yes. Together within the next week or 2 or something like that, when we can get to it, when it comes into that, I guess that time frame when however we're reacting to these. But yeah, so the only other thing I was going to say was there was a couple of people who wanted us to react to every version of these songs. And while we would love to, that would take so much time to do. So the best we can do that we're going to do right now is we will listen to the original ones on our own time, on the ones that we don't react to. But we are, like she said, going to watch the 3RACHA version. And then we're going to watch, for Placebo, we've already seen the music video for this in our Christmas reaction. So we're not going to watch that, but we're going to watch a lyric video of the more recent one from their, I guess, most recent remake. And then we're going to watch the 3RACHA for the next one, 3RACHA for the next one, and also the MVs for those two. So we will be hearing the original recorded version, and then
with the MV.
Yeah, we'll listen to the OT8 one on our own, and we'll check out the original one for this one as well. But
we just really wanted to see the music videos that came out with these, but of course start with the 3RACHA version. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start with
hopefully
Placebo.
That made sense.
I think it did. I think it's fine.
That made sense.
But okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with Placebo 3RACHA.
Get the little baby photos, because they were babies here. I don't know why I was expecting to be a lot less upbeat. Huh?
The babies. I know you already mentioned it, but I just keep looking back.
It says J1. I just realized it said J1. Are they gonna have all their
J1? I didn't even click.
They say Spear B and stuff. Are they gonna have their?
Not even click to that.
Okay. Ah.
I become addicted to life. 아플 때 먹었던 약은 사실 효과 없지만 날 위로해 난 날아가 저 위로해를 향해서 yeah it's all up in my mind 날 속여줘 this time.
Ooh, that's not what I thought it was gonna do. That's what I thought it was gonna do.
It sounds like I'm playing a Game Boy music. Background music. Still playing.
Spear B.
불안감이 밀려와 답답해 잡생각이 많아도처럼 온몸이 마디마다 퍼지는 피로와 짜증에 예민할 때 해독제는 따로 없다 해도 긍정적인 생각으로 잘 자라는 여자 운명이 작지 않은 큰일이라 해도 자지우지하면 좌우하더라고 마저 꿈도 막연한 건 없어 마음 먹긴 나를 라스보 걸어시던 꿈을 시도와 계단 한 계단씩 올라감이 동없는 꿈을 향한 믿음 남들 다 부러워하는 내 작업물이 양은 할 수 있단 기대와 믿음이 있었기에 가능 처음엔 나도 몰랐어 열정과 노력이면 다 된다는 약은 흘려듣고 몇 달 전까지만 해도 흘러가는 대로 시간 보내고
I know this entire video, my brain is trying to read faster than I'm.
작업물의 양은 할 수 있단 기대와 믿음이 있었기에 가능 처음엔 나도 몰랐어 열정과 노력이면 다 된다는 약은 흘려듣고 몇 달 전까지만 해도 흘러가는 대로 시간 보냈거든 먹고 나눠 빨라지는 꿈을 향한 나의 걸음
Constant, this medicine. Mentioning the medicine.
사실 효과 없지만 날 위로해 난 날아가죠 위로해를 향해서 yeah it's all up in my mind 날 속여줘 this time
I thought they kept the beat with their instruments almost the entire time.
So this was pre-debut, wasn't it? Oh, I thought it was over. Should know better.
I like how he sounds in this part. Very like matter of fact.
I really wasn't expecting a whole other part.
I wasn't either. Oh,
Yeah.
the ending.
Well, that wasn't exactly happy.
What do you mean? That was all sunshine and rainbows. Everything's perfect and great.
It's all about fake it till you make it.
Perfect and great.
So it seems like, I mean, you know, like always, they're talking about the good stuff. But it's the way that they
The real stuff.
It's the way that they did with the upbeat music, the playful music sound, and like the way they sang it too wasn't like overly like emotional. You know what I mean? So the way they wrote the lyrics, from what we can see in the video anyway, too, it also sounded really lighthearted. But like when you look at it, it seems like, I mean, even just the line itself, later when I become addicted to life, which means you are not currently in that mind space, and you're not in a good one or the best one. And I mean, they're even talking about, don't tell me, just fake it out, just lie to me so that I can believe everything's good.
Medication.
Yeah, placebo, you know, like a placebo effect. But I mean,
that's just one thing that, I mean, obviously, as even as early as this, that I've really liked that they do when they produce their music, is that they can take a song that has a very deep, real meaning to it and put it to this kind of like funky, groovy, upbeat instrumentation, almost in a way to get the song stuck in your head, to make it easy for you to sing along with, so that you can
cry. Oh.
Well, because a lot of songs that are real and deep are really emotional and sometimes very hard to listen to.
Some are hard to listen to that way, yeah.
And so I think a lot of times they do things like this so that while it is a heavy message, it's a realistic one, and it's one that a lot of people relate to and want to be able to kind of vibe with, instead of just sit in the car and cry, like, you know.
As I said, when it started, I was really surprised that it was so upbeat, because I was expecting, like, because the couple of songs we've heard from 3RACHA have been always like really intense out the gate, so hard. That was interesting.
Okay, so let's go ahead to
Placebo lyric video, which like I said, we've heard this OT8 version of the song in the Christmas one.
Yes.
But I think that was the only time I listened to it. I don't think I put it on a playlist because we hadn't actually fully delved. That was a word? It sounds weird when I said it. So we hadn't fully like gotten into
English,
it.
I'm confused.
So let's do it. So it might sound familiar actually. But I think one of you guys said that it wasn't the full version in that MV either. So let's see lyric-wise, what they changed to add the whole group in.
But they kept a lot of the similarity already from the beginning.
내가 가는 길이 맞다
But they kept it simple, just like the 3RACHA version.
No. Sorry, it's almost like they took the original one, which is a little bit more gritty on the production side with the sound and stuff.
It's
you know what
very
I'm talking
raw.
about? Yeah, and they polished it out and made it a lot more smooth.
Yes.
with the instrument or the background, like instrumental. I guess you could call it instrumental.
But I kind of enjoy that they kept a lot of the simplicity of the original as well.
And it's like the same. What's
Rhythm?
the word? Yeah, rhythm. It's the same sound basically, but it's just
Can we go back to Hyunjin's rap real quick, because I liked the flow that he had. It was very fun.
the end part right there.
Yes. My goodness. Ooh, they changed it. I like that. Speeding up.
Laying down restless, regretting life choices, and that could drag every down like I always feel hopeless. But again, I'm not the kind of fool in devil's hands. Gotta drown my rusty chains, this is where I stand.
The growl.
Felix.
Stop the growl
Felix.
you just did.
Felix. Jumbo.
Laying down restless, regretting life choices, and that could drag every down like I always feel hopeless. But again, I'm not the kind of fool in devil's hands. Gotta drown my rusty
That's
chains,
good.
this is where I stand. This is my life, my time won't stop. Thank God I'm back alive, resurrected with the right mind.
This is good.
Myself, full times we gon' make it. Proud of ourselves, we will never break into many eyes.
That was good. It's almost like
Yeah.
a continuation. Huh?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say it's almost like a continuation to this point where it's not only like in the 3RACHA version where they were trying to like deceive themselves into thinking things were better until they were better. That spot alone seemed very much like, or even this line too. It seems like they're either healing or they've realized that that they're gonna be okay. Yeah, say it again, because I talked to myself too long and I forgot my thought like I always do.
This, not that one.
The anchor.
Always feel hopeless.
This one.
Yeah.
Dropping the rusty chains.
Chains.
Like, I'm not going to fall in the devil's hands. I did kind of get the feeling from this one since we started it that it was a little bit more of like that part of the 3RACHA Placebo is still happening, but there's more of a realization now and a willingness to change that. I'm curious if the rest of the song stays with this, but my new life goal is to learn this rap. I really want to learn this because
it's in English, so we can do it. Because we're
yes, but also because it just made me feel really powerful, and I was like, I want to rap to this.
hey, it was a good verse. The verse was really good. I like what he was saying. So
That's what I'm saying. I want to learn it and feel powerful when I do it.
It's like they're actually getting motivation too to like stand up and like cast this off and say this is not who I am. This is who I want to be. Yeah.
But again, I'm not the kind of fool in devil's hands. Gotta drown
His
my
little
rusty
Filey
chains, this is where I
Smace.
stand. This is
It's Filey Smace. It's my.
Yes.
I was gonna say, look at his little smiley face while he's rapping these.
hopeless. But again, I'm not the kind of fool in devil's hands. Gotta drown my rusty chains, this is where I stand. This is my life, my time won't stop. Thank God I'm back alive, resurrected with
I
the
love it, I
right
love
mind.
it.
Believe in myself, full times we gon' make it.
I'm not a rapper, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, So now I feel like we're using the placebo though for what?
Lino's so cute when he said placebo.
Placebo, that one.
Yes.
I feel like it's got a more positive message overall. This one, like not the other one didn't have one because I felt like they were trying to strive for something better, but like I don't know. Well, he got a little cherry. Okay. Just the way he's like talking here and rapping here in general was cute. Okay.
Yep. I love how Annie sounds on this. There's that kind of awareness, I feel like.
Like the monkey with the oh no. I won't be fooled this time. Ooh. That's pretty.
Ooh, gorgeous.
I know.
Oh, I love that.
Well, like it's kind of
Disorienting, yeah.
I liked that. That made me feel better. Made me feel better.
You didn't have to feel better. The other song made you feel just fine if you didn't look at the lyrics.
It's true. I just meant like, yeah.
No, feel in terms of the growth. Yes. Yes. That song has its own, like, as always, it has its own uniqueness to it, but it also just, it's catchy in its own right. Like it has just like the rhythmic clapping, the rhythmic beat that you would sing, that you would be able to kind of just like jam along to. That's what I really like a lot about what they chose to use in this one, as it's very easy to just kind of fall into and just vibe with it. Okay. All right. Well, that was Placebo. So we've got
Mixtape number 2, which is I don't remember the name of. Oh, if there's a shadow, there must be a light. Be light, not a light.
A light.
It's just light in general.
Look at the babies. Look at the babies.
That's CB 97, Spear B, and J1.
J1.
Sounds like ballady, doesn't it? Waiting for it to like mix up or come in.
Someone starts like just singing right in the mic.
Could just like
Slow
slow rap.
on us in a second. Ooh.
There it is. I'm sorry, but my thoughts, it looks like licorice. Or like Twizzlers.
Oh my god.
Like Twizzlers or something, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. It was the...
It's okay, that line right there, I pictured a mama bird feeding baby, so that's not the visual I intended.
그저 잠시 목마르네요 그때의 설렘을 잊은 듯해 달리 말하면 손에 비해 꽤 나이 전 티친 듯해 하다 보니 시간에 안에 쫓겼어 이곳이 진듯해 진득해 진드기 마냥 붙어있기엔 진득해 감이라는 존재 이 압박감에도 내 꿈은 주체 못해 내 압박감에도 오른손에 펜이 손전등이 되어 앞을 밝혀 세계가 모인 맹등대가 돼 상황이 바뀌어 One for the fame, one for the game 언제라도 좋으니 그들처럼 One for the way
Old school feel.
Yeah, it is very. It's when the minute that beat came in, it was.
A mix of singing and rap as well.
너무 멀어 like tunnel vision 내 앞에 보이는 빛은 아직 안 커져 분명히
Ooh, wait, he did the like the I'm not gonna do it very well. I already did it, but it wasn't. He was playing with the beat and the rhythm here, and I liked it. That's what I wanted to say. He kind of hesitates and pauses. He keeps pausing.
Wake up, Chris, we just started. 위로 도착하려면 시작은 발음이라고 생각하면서 작업을 다시 해. 3RACHA, we're gonna make it one day. One for the fame, one for the game. 언제라도 좋으니 그들처럼. One for the way, I'm gonna take. 어디라도 이 노래 흥얼거려. 멀어 더 멀어져 버린다 해도 난 멈추지 못해. 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재. 시간의 촉박하게 스던 또 하루를 기있을 때 해가 두 번이나 더 바뀌고 심했던 몸살에 가량 두 개를 삼키며 졸음을 참아 마이크 앞에 목소리를 높이던 어린 예술가의 발악은 의미가 있을까. 차라리 난 유명해지기 싫다고 우길까. 믹스테이프에 후기를 묻지 마. 한 번의 결과물로 상황 판단하는 내가 좀 웃기냐. 많은 칭찬들과 고생했단 말이 여갈 줄 알았던 주위의 시선은 덤덤해. 오히려 남들보다 기대했던 내가 쪽팔리고 지금 올려다본 내 하늘은 검정색. 고개를 들고 찾아봐도 별 하나 뜨지 않은 회색빛 도시 힘든 여기 마치 서울 같아. 희망을 줬다가 또 뺏는 건 무소식 보고 약간 내 삶은 마치 날 시험하는 저울 같아. One for the fame, one for the game. 언제라도 좋으니 그들처럼. One for the way, I'm gonna take. 어디라도 이 노래를 걸거려. 멀어 더 멀어져 버린다 해도 난 멈추지 못해. 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재. One for the fame, one for the game. 언제라도 좋으니 그들처럼. One for the way, I'm gonna
I hear harmony as well. Very slight harmony.
멀어 더 멀어져 버린다 해도 난 멈추지 못해. 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재.
For there to be a shadow, there has to be light.
Yep.
Or else it would just be nothing but darkness.
They
It's
got
just-
me in that one.
This one, and I think the last one as well for the 3RACHA one, not even just that, but like it just seems like this encapsulates the I can't speak today. My brain is just like bleh. It was a long day. Okay. I feel like it just kind of tells you how they were feeling before, I guess, debut, and like wondering if if they were gonna make it, if they were actually gonna be able to, produce the music they wanted and put themselves out there. And this
Well, that
kind
and
of the
people keep
struggle.
asking them questions and
Yeah.
putting pressure, and they're just kind of like, at this point, should I even continue? But I want to, so I should,
When am I gonna get the recognition that I want to get?
my members have to.
I know
hold
that
me
part
and
hit me.
support me. That's what I think I
It
started.
held him back and told him he needs to keep going because one
yeah.
day it'll come back around.
Oh,
so
and then Han singing about how he looks at the sky, but there's not even any stars. He's just surrounded by darkness. But
Yeah.
trying to find that light, almost like the light at the end of the tunnel, even though all you have right now is tunnel vision. Trying to get to that end piece is. It's just, I think I got emotional because, well, I mean, it was emotional. It was a very raw and honest feeling of what they were going through. And picturing that, thinking of them feeling that way, I think is what I was like, oh, that hurts that they ever had to go through something like this. But yeah, it was just, I think part of their journey, unfortunately, was to have to go through the pain and the struggle that they went through at the very beginning of, is this even what I want to do? Am I even going to make it? Should I continue?
Yeah. Is it too tough to continue on? Is it going to be worth it? So.
Right.
All right. So I'm curious to see how they changed this for the
music video.
all of them to sing. And this one, yeah, did actually have a music video with it. So I'm going to do the thing that I usually do, the thing I do.
Make them pretty in HD. They'd be pretty in 210, but still.
I'm used to seeing them a little bit more grown up now, so it's being thrown back to when they were a little bit. Y'all really gonna make me cry with the video. No. The lyrics weren't on.
Is it going to incorporate all of them and not just 3?
I think so.
연습에 우리 나기 엄마처럼 이유식을 만들듯 모든 세심하게 하나하나 다 신경써 챙겼었던 날 그 열정에 비례해야 한다면 사람들의 반응은 불가능해 반응 없는 그 반응에 반응했다면 상처만 심하게 반응해 아마 이 곡도 없겠지 그저 잠시 목마르네요 그때의 설렘을 잊은 듯해 달리 말하면 전에 비해 꽤나 이적해진 듯해 하다 보니 시간에 쫓겨서 이곳에 진 듯해 진득히 마냥 붙어있기엔 지독해 끝이란 내 존재 압박감에도 내 꿈은 주체 못해 내 압박감에도 내 열정이 손전등이 되어 앞을 밝혀 아홉이 모이면 등대가 돼 상황이 바뀌어 다시 감아버리지 말라고 빛이 비춘 곳에 그림자가 서 있으니 돌아보면 그곳엔 밝은 빛이 너를 기다릴 거야 yeah. Am I doing right or not 그땐 솔직하게 불안했었었는데 지금 마음을 비춰주는 많은 꽃들이기에 확실하지 않아 One for the fame, one for the game 언제라도 좋으니 그들처럼 One for the way I'm gonna take 어디라도 이 노래 흥얼거려 멀어 더 멀어져 버린다 해도 난 멈추지 못해 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재
Wait.
어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재 우린 하나같이 같은 빛만 보고 달려온 거야 음악이랑 춤 하나로 통한 단순한 내 운명의 후회야 후회하지 않아 조금 지쳤더라도 치킨 먹으면서 웃는 게 즐거울 뿐이야 흙과 백이 대비한 세상을 따라가 like crosswalk 그럴 수밖에 없는 일상을 살아가는 또맘 편히 가나 웃자 맘 편히 단순한 쉽게 생각해 그냥 열심히 할 뿐이야 Ay, we'll never give up yeah, yeah. We'll never give up yeah Never give up, yeah, 절대 포기 안 해. Oh, I believe my family. 우리에게 빛을 비추니 다 이겨낼 수 있어 그림자가 우리 삼켜도 포기 안 I wake up and 깊은 dreams fade away 숨 쉬겠어 내 머리 답답해지네 똑같은 행동을 계속 replay 시간 지나가도 느껴질 수 없네 내 머릿속에 colorless voices Stepping in 내 마음속에 hopeless choices I know I can't succeed if I feel like this Live like this, gotta feel pain like this Yeah One for the fame, one for the game 언제라도 좋은
Look at the babies. Like how we're just basically getting like behind the scenes versions of a bunch of their music videos, like the street versions and the like the B-side music videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to not cry. Thank you. Oh.
Can't take them anywhere.
힘들고 지칠 땐 하늘을 바라봐 항상 빛날 수는 없지만 어둠이 있어야 더 빛날 수가
That's true.
그러니까 다시 생각해봐 달려와 달려왔던 길을 돌아봐 못해 어느새 이만큼 왔잖아 포기하긴 너무 아깝잖아 힘든 시간은 다 지나가는 거야 걱정 따윈 모두 접어 저 하늘로 날려 fly One for the fame, one for the game 언제라도 좋은 이 그들처럼 One for the way I'm gonna take 어디라도 이 노래 흥얼거려 멀어도 멀어져 우린 날도 날 멈추지 못해 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재 One for the fame, one for the game 언제라도 좋은 이 그들처럼 One for the way I'm gonna take 어디라도 이 노래 흥얼거려 멀어도 멀어져 버린 나에도 난 멈추지 못해 어두워 보이는 그림자도 빛이 있어야 존재
Okay, dang. Well, that was much more of a comfort than I was thinking it was going to be. I liked the line about how the stars wouldn't be able to shine if there weren't darkness. So it's almost like the trials that you go through and the things that you go through, while it's not the best, sometimes it shapes us into the people that we are, and like it shapes us into the people that we become. So it's almost like you always need that darkness so that you can shine brighter. Mm-hmm. I really liked that. I guess analogy, whatever.
I liked the line too about how when you look at the night sky, it can't always shine. There are going to be clouds. It's going to be darker sometimes. And I liked that change kind of from the original. It showed again that kind of awareness of, yes, sometimes it is going to be extra dark and it is going to be a lot heavier and cloudier than other times. But kind of like you were saying, you need that in order to shine brighter, or that doesn't mean that the light won't ever come. And so it did feel kind of like the shift of
they were definitely acknowledging the fact that it's going to get better, and it does get better,
and that they have each other, and
right.
that they've got these people watching them, supporting them, and loving them. And so I liked getting to see kind of before they had all of that recognition, and then now as it's growing.
Thank you.
Rude. As it's growing,
I don't have Office on this device.
Getting to see like the shift. I guess the shift in perspective.
It's fine.
And yeah, the shift in perspective I think was really nice in this one, because it wasn't just like everything's all happy and great now. It's still, there's still rough days and bad days, but we have each other, and we're finally moving towards that light that we were wanting. So
I don't know how you kept your thought through that whole thing. I was so distracted with the computer. But yeah, that.
No, really things. I'm used to little children running around me while I try to speak.
True. I do really like the difference between the two, and I'm glad that we reacted or we're listening to the 3RACHA version as well, the original version, because I think it does really show the different places, I guess, that they're in and how it's moving forward almost.
I liked getting to watch this music video. I'm glad we did this as well, because I liked seeing the earlier clips, like kind of in the beginning of the journey of them like high-fiving people on the way out, and just them
so
at their
sentimental
venues.
too, like almost nostalgic. Like, and when this came out, it wasn't, right? It was just, I guess it still gives you that nostalgic feel because it's like you and your team and the
looking back at the clips and stuff. But I liked getting to watch the music video and see the clips with it. I think that kind of added to the meaning of it. So
I also really liked the very end when they basically sounded like they had everybody join in.
Yes. And that's when I had to cover my face with a tissue, because that I hate when I do that, and I don't actually hate it. I love it so much that it hurts.
All right. So Mixtape 3 is called For You. You know, when I was looking at these, for some reason I thought that the titles of the mixtapes were from like later on, and they were called, I'm still confused at how that happened. It looks like they were called these things and then they turned into mixtapes later on.
Oh, I don't know.
Like for the re-recorded versions.
Okay. I don't get it either, but y'all let us know if you know.
We got it. I have like a list of what mixtape is what. Yes. So
just curious about how the naming happened.
All right, let's see. Oh, first of all, calm down. Second of all, calm down.
Oh my gosh,
Breeze, he's sped up. He's like, is my computer on times 2? Like, do I have this? My playback speed is normal. Should I turn it down so I can read it?
No.
Okay.
I want to hear the talent.
Okay. The process of running toward your objective only to have your passion just shown in the results. So that's not a bad thing, is it though?
I have to see more. I'm not entirely sure what he means yet. It just keeps going.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stop it for just a second. There's no way I can read this fast.
He's just going. Okay.
Let us read it, and then we're gonna go back and listen to it without stopping. Just his verse, because it seems I don't know that the rest are gonna go this fast, but I don't think we can. So, don't ever hate yourself.
We don't know how much hope lies in the outcome, but don't ever hate yourself. So there's a little bit of regret, but
still did what you did. I say the best thing.
Okay.
Right now, you probably don't have any time to rest. Everyone knows from experience the time spent resting your mind and soul are distraught. So, like,
right now, it feels like it's an acknowledgement of, yes, you're exhausted, and yes, you can have a little bit of regret, and you can be tired and worn out, but don't. I mean, what I got from the last night was don't hate yourself because of these things. Okay.
Oh.
Has he taken a breath anywhere?
I don't know. I'm gonna start it over because I think we got it. But it seemed this one seems like a bit of a different message than the first two 3RACHA versions. It almost seems like this is more like acknowledging the fact that you're putting the hard work in, just from this little bit anyway, and that it's not just like we've been saying, you know. But it seems like they're kind of acknowledging that these are things you're gonna have to go through, and it's not always gonna be the best, but you're also human.
You've already gone through so much. Don't give up now. Keep going because it's part of the journey.
For You is the song title, so I'm curious. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Focus. 목표를 위해 달려왔던 과정을 결정적으로 결과로만 보여줘야 하는 일. 예를 들어 우리들의 10대를 모두 바친 배움을 아낌없이 써도 아쉬움이 남는 일. 그대로 위해 모두들이 고생 많아. 결과에 대한 소심망은 날 수 있지만 절대로 너 자신을 미워하지 마라. 지금 아마 쉴 시간이 없을 거야. 다른 경험으로 와라. 실시간에 정신 마음 심란한 게 당연하죠. 좋은 결과 보기 위한 하나의 과정이야.
There's a breath, finally.
Yep. Part of the process. Oh, don't make me cry with another one. They're singing to themselves.
Or anyone who needs to hear it.
Ooh. Hi, Felix. Again. That was a little bit of a less thing. 시간이 많이 도진 않나 봐 너의 표정에서 드러났어 알아올만 안 되고 지겹게 또 펜을 잡고 싶네 어쩌면 너와 나만이 닮은 것 같아 힘들었지 알아 괜찮으니까 울어도 돼 나쁜 거 아니잖아 그동안 수고했어 많은 고민을 파묻히고 또 발을 벌려 기지개 피는 순간에 흘린 커피도 넌 가만히 힘들었을지 않음이가 또 할 수 없이 잘 돼 불안감도 4,380일 동안 자들과의 싸움에서 지고 이기고만
1,380 days.
Off the flower pot for now. I like the chorus. I need Felix to come in and destroy those vocals again. I love how they have to show us it's Felix for that part too. Yes. It's not always going to. Oh. Till it's over.
Blessings wait for you.
I love how chill the instrumentation is.
For you.
No. Oh my god, Felix. Hey. 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 It was just him in the studio. That's what he did. He was like, hey.
Okay.
That was so sweet. Yeah. It's almost like they took their experiences and wrote the song about how you don't give up and then things are going to get better and don't stop, because if you stop, that's how it's going to end, right? So if you just got to keep pushing on. If it doesn't work out this time, you got to try again. Because another opportunity is going to come around. So it almost kind of sounded very much like they were singing to themselves, to each other, and then to also, like you said, people, like, just to motivate, because, hey, we've been through this and we know how it goes, and we also want to make this song for you as well. For you as in everyone. Everyone.
I have
but
a lot
especially
of thoughts.
for you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I liked the message of that song.
I have a lot of thoughts and emotions, but I want to save them till after watching the music video, because I'm curious if any of like the lyrics have changed or what, like if or maybe they kept the same message for this one. I'm just very curious, so I'm gonna hold that thought until after the hey.
I need to know if Felix still does hey in there.
That's his only verse. That's it. That's all.
Okay, so this one has a music video. It says IMU. Okay, so this must be an IMU, the album. They're in a classroom? Dope Flamingo.
어김없이 독서실로 향하는 발걸음.
Oh, Dope Flamingo.
가렵지만은 않아. 또다시 시작된 지루한 시간들에 힘이 빠지고
Starting the beginning of the journey.
가끔은 말해 이런 생각들을 잘할 수 있을까. 최대한 부딪혔던 순간 이뤘던 순간 그 사이에 공존을 노력해볼까.
Smile at me like that.
이때까지 달려온 길 그저 널 위한 과정이야. 꽃도 있잖아 만개한 순간 아닌 과정 그게 더
It's true. Also, I'm really distracted and not reading everything, but his eyebrows raised. I really liked the plant. The way you've gone is your own process. Everybody's process is different. I like how he said flowers too have a process, not the moment in bloom. So they're not, when you get flowers, they're not automatically just beautiful. They have to go through an entire growth process, fertilizing, like everything. And sometimes they die and you don't even get to see like the full bloom, and you have to try again, you know? Do the eyebrows.
시간의 정신 마음 심란한 게 당연마다 좋은 결과 보기 위한 하나의 과정이야. 여태껏 많은 시험 겪었잖아. 다름없어 인생이 달렸다 소리는 과장이야. 그러니 걱정 마라 충분히 잘하고 있어. 우린 아직 어려 그게 마지막이겠어. 예전에 아픔 겪은 우리보다 힘냈어. 고생 깨고 행길 다 버텨 너를 믿어 계속. I know, we know 너라면 잘할 수 있다는 걸. 포기하지 마라. Oh no 여기까지 잘 버텨왔는데 뭐가 걱정이야 너를 믿어. Blessings wait for you.
Oh, I'm glad Chan still does this part too. Oh. We got our hay. Oh, he was helping him.
많이 힘들었지 그동안. 졸린 잠을 참아가며 살아. 시간이 많이
Living as you tried to be awake.
너의 표정에서 드러났어. 4,380일 동안 숫자들과의 싸움에서 지고 이기고 막 밤새 너를 가뒀던 방안을 뛰쳐나와 진짜로 수고했다 이제 꽃길만 걷자. 쉴 틈 없이 달려와 반복되는 긴장 속에 쉽지 않은 길을 선택했던 나.
Precious smile.
They do have to go through winter. There's a lot of plants too that once they hit, like the harder sometimes they get hit by a freeze, the better they come back the next year. Mm-hmm. And that's always interesting. Sometimes they, they don't, but there's a lot of plants that do come back beautifully the next time around after they wither. I really like the fact that it seems like there's some instances where they seem like they're helping each other and playing around, and then the other parts where they're like literally like trying, like working on a test, or like they're confused and everybody else is just moving really quickly around them. Almost like, yeah.
대학 시간 지나가도 남았어 땡땡 끝났지만 걱정 많아져 Just please stop asking how I did it Leave my business cause my markings on my papers tell me that I'm really useless But again I'm just getting started There's always other ways Gotta fill out my story This is my buffet Yeah I know we know 너라면 잘할 수 있다는 걸 yeah 포기하지 말아 Oh no 여기까지 잘 버텨왔는데 뭐가 걱정이야 너를 믿어 Blessings wait for you
His hair, I know, I love it.
뭔지 모르지만 알 것 같아 그 감정 괜찮아 너는 충분히 잘할 수 있어 이 말 한마디가 큰 힘이 되더라 어린 날개를 접기 전 마지막 통과 의뢰 그동안 남겨왔던 발자국들은 어딜 향하게 되는 걸까
They get out?
기록들은 앞으로 나갈 밑거름이 되었을 거야 It ain't over It ain't over It ain't over 뭐가 걱정이야 너를 믿어 Blessings wait for you
I was holding cheese balls.
I know, we had the whole freaking giant canister of them. Oh.
Blessings wait for you For you
Aw. That was so sweet. What did it... Hold on. I don't remember where it was. I would have skipped. Good things take time.
Look at his pretty smile and his pretty face.
I know. Why do those look like cat treats? What is it? Smart? What is that?
Can you see that?
Is it? It looks like. Is it food? Anyway.
I swear sometimes it's like the universe is going, what do you need to hear today? Well, you're going to react to that song today. I just felt like this was just very much in the realm of words that are just really related to what I felt like my heart needed to hear. And I just love that this happened on today and we were able to hear this today. And both versions, as different as they were in ways, they were also very similar in the same message of...
They were like continuations, almost.
Yes,
It was
or
very
like almost addition. This one had like an addition to the last. The others were like similar continuations and growth. This one felt kind of like an addition to that message with the other members involved and kind of adding on to what they had said previously.
So I wanted to hit on the video a little bit because you had even said like kind of like them starting over again because it was school or whatever, like back to the beginning, because I guess that would have been this time frame anyway. They were a little bit younger, not a lot, but them sitting down when they're taking the test. So it's just like good things take time, right? So they were taking their time to work through all of their problems while everybody else seemed like they were moving around them so quickly at their own pace, and that's like can be so discouraging. But like I said, I did like the little interludes where they were like helping each other out, but I feel like that's what was happening, was like that's why it was showing it so sped up, is they were literally taking their time. And obviously you can tell it paid off, because it's almost like this was like the tests were over, the graduation was done, it was the final test or something, and it was like the end result, and it was the whole video brightened up. Like it's whiter here. It's like
more
less,
colorful.
Yes,
It's freedom. They're untucked. They're a lot less.
They're happy
uniform
together and just playing around. So,
everything you've said and more is very, very much what I got from this, especially with this last. I like the scene was perfect to end it with. I'm glad that we were able to kind of like break out of the room and
so glad.
Throw the shredded pieces of paper and let it all go. And
so glad Felix got his own breakout number in this one. You know, he finally got to shine a little bit in this version. It was so funny. That was so funny.
I did want to just touch on this though before we head out for today's video. That there was the line that Felix said very, very quickly, so it was kind of hard to catch because they're just masters at doing that, of how the marks on his paper make him feel like he's not worth anything. And I just
see all the failures.
I just wanted to say, just based on this specifically, don't attribute your worth to just one thing or one person. There are so many things for you to find that you are good at or that you like, people that can love you and be kind to you. And so that line really stuck out to me, of there are so many people out there right now, and myself, that really looked at the grades on my paper or other parts of my life and said, that's what I'm worth and that's what determines where I'm going to go. And that's not the case. And so I just wanted to...
And don't let other people determine that for you either.
Yeah, that's what do not attribute your worth to one thing or one person. You are your own self.
You determine
you are beautiful
your own
and wonderful in your own right. And don't let anyone take that from you. So that's kind of what I got, especially from that piece that Felix was fast rapping at me. And I almost miss it because he's like, blah, 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 really quickly.
Ignore the haters, guys. Ignore the haters. I unplugged her headphone.
Can't see them. Wear the shades. You can't see the haters.
If you wear the...
Oh, thank you for unplugging my headphones.
If you wear the love shades.
The love shades.
Oh.
Okay.
If you give your haters hearts like this, they probably would be very confused and they wouldn't know what to do. And now who looks
Someone's giving you hate. You're just like...
And then they're just confused.
Then they're stumped and you've won.
And so, you win. And it's funny.
But okay. Well, thank you guys, especially for being so patient while we get through these mixtapes. I know I say that a lot because you guys are just super patient while we get around to things that we are able to sit down and do. And we really wanted to do the mixtapes together.
Because we like making things difficult on ourselves.
Why not? No. But I'm really glad that we did and got to see the growth and the changes and the evolving. That's kind of what it felt like, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to getting to the next set of mixtapes very soon.
I know that, like we said, I think the next two also have the 3RACHA versions, and so we'll react to the music videos for those as well.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching with us. Thank you for sitting through all of the array of emotions that we had today, as usual. We really enjoyed the music today. She's still singing it. We're going to go listen to it again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.